Well, hey friends, it is Mule Tip Tuesday, and for this week we got a question that was emailed in from Elizabeth Dean about a mule that gets a little sticky leading away from her friends in the pasture, and then of course rushes back to the pasture. And anyway, it sounds like as she's trying to lead away, the mule kind of stops and gets stuck, and then on the way back it's wanting to hustle. So here's a couple tips for you. Elizabeth, thanks for sending in the question. When I am out in the pasture, so we just caught the mule, all right, and I begin to walk away, and the mule gets sticky. When I feel that stick, that brace coming on, instead of getting into a dragging contest, which typical people do, most people will do that, instead of doing that, I will just start going through my groundwork checklist right there with her friends, right there out in the pasture. So I'll just go right down the list: clear the front, center circle, roll the hinds, roll the front. And I just start going through my list. I'll do everything besides roll the hinds and stop, because I want to keep my movement going. So I'll skip roll the hinds and stop, but I'll roll the hind, return, roll the hind, roll front, and just keep going through that. And then when the mule is shaped up to be facing the gate where I want to go, so maybe you're centered back out in a circle and you're kind of heading toward the gate, just walk out ahead of the mule. And just walk, and you'll be surprised on how easy it is. They'll follow, but it might only last for a couple of steps. But the key is I want to keep doing that until I got a good little distance between that mule and the rest of the herd, or the pasture where she's wanting to be. Because the real tools to use in this situation are moving circles and moving half circles. So as soon as I got just a little room here, then I can start implementing these tools, these exercises. So let's say I'm finally out 20 feet away from the rest of the herd, or wherever she was stuck, wherever that bubble started. I will do moving half circles back towards the herd, back towards that sticky spot. If you don't know what moving half circles are, they're on the video library. Watch it. Moving half circles that's a upper exercise. That's going to get the mule up. That's going to get the mule stressed. That's going to get some cortisol pumping in there. It's not super fun. That's going to get things moving for sure. And I'm going to do it at a pretty high rate of speed. I'm going to do it at a high rate of stress. I want to see the mule's head up. I want to see the tail swishing. And I will do that back toward the herd. And as soon as I get to the herd, now I kind of got things going. I'm going to keep that momentum. I'm not going to stop at the herd, but I will kind of do a little half circle toward the herd and then away from it. And I'll head back toward the gate. And now I'm going to do moving circles. So very similar to half circles, only now we're doing full circles. Also, if you don't know what that is, we do it in the groundwork classes at our clinics, our foundation class. It's on the video library. It's in the master class. It's in all that stuff. But I'll do moving full circles away from the herd. So hear me out. Moving half circles toward the herd, moving full circles away. Moving full circles is a downer. That's a relaxing exercise. In that circle, they get a break. They get to take a rest. So do that away from the herd toward the gate. And I'll keep building like that. And before you know it, they'll lead wherever you want to go. In those moving full circles, you can at any time just step out ahead of them and lead them like normal. And if they were to get stuck, you can go right into half circles toward the herd, or continue on full circles away from the herd. So check out those videos in the video library. Go to tsmules.com. You can watch those. But that's how I'm going to implement those tools and be able to lead my mule away from the herd. So thanks for the question, Elizabeth. Anytime you guys have questions for Mule Tip Tuesday, you can send me an email. Please put in the subject line question for Mule Tip Tuesday, and I will get to it. My email is ty@tsmules.com, or you can contact us on our website at tsmules.com. God bless you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you down the road.